Let's see. Oh, all right. Well, hello there, thief.
At last, we are graced by the presence of the third promise.
If I'd known we'd be waiting on your mangy hide, I wouldn't have bothered with a Ligarmanda in the first place.
You self-serving piece of weaver dung! Do you have any idea how many could have been hurt?
Now that we are assembled, let us begin. My name is Hunmuruk. As Ibrash Rash, I have the honor of serving as Elector on behalf of my people. As all 4 claimants must be present for this feat, we have eagerly awaited your arrival. Third promise. If you would please join us. Thus far, you have faced each other as rivals. The feat of repast, however, will test your cooperation. You must complete this challenge in teams of 2.
What? You expect us to work with one of these weaklings?
Be warned. Only the triumphant team will receive keystones. I advise you to cooperate with your partner. Teams will be decided by lots. Those who draw the same color will be paired accordingly.
Twelve forbid Wuklamat is paired with Bakul Jaja. After all he's put her through, I wouldn't blame her if she did something rash. I might even help.
That makes 40 of us.
Claimants, please present your colors.
Actually, I can think of a reason why we want to be paired with Tobias McGee.
I have red. Blue. On separate teams, then. And the rest?
Red. Which means...
Together again, as fate would have it.
Alright, I would have to... Perhaps.
victory's as good as ours.
With our claimants thus paired, so too is their opposition.
Yeah, but like...
Not the one hit.
Why, you can't believe him?
Listen well, for the trial that awaits you is as follows. Each team is to prepare a sample of traditional Shebrol cuisine. Shibruk Bibil.
So a warrior and a nincompoop are supposed to cook.
And now we must cook. Another ludicrous feat.
So it might seem, but there's bound to be deeper meaning to it.
Not really. We're just hungry, I guess.
Given that the very future of our nation is at stake, all parts of this rite must have significance.
Our promises have grown rather promising, wouldn't you say?
True and real.
If I were to guess at the significance of the feat, few things reflect the history and development of a culture so clearly as its culinary traditions.
The variety of stewed dishes in Garlean cuisine bespeaks their agricultural roots and cold climes, true.
The peoples we've met on our journey, they've all had different practices involving food and drink. The Hanu replenish their magical energies with reeds, while the Pelu have turned their fondness of beverages into a living. So basically, to know a people's cuisine is to know something of their ways.
With each feat, we have deepened our familiarity with a given community's history and culture. Is this what Father intended for us all along?
Hope so.
But a leader with his vision must see that the past doesn't hold the answers we need. It is through embracing innovation, not adhering to tradition, that we will usher Tuli Yolal onto a more prosperous future.
The
rules are simple. The first team to prepare and partake of satisfactory Shibruk Bivir will be deemed victorious. You will be judged by your sample's taste and appearance, as well as your adherence to appropriate cooking techniques. Kitchens have been made available for your use. Note that you may be asked to retry should your dish fail to pass muster. Let the feat of repast begin.
I've never actually heard of Shibruk Bibil before. What's it like, I wonder?
Okay. Let's figure this out. Yo. Koana. Unfortunate, this unique stipulations have frustrated Bakul Jaja's attempts to delay us. Serves him right as he gets for endangering my people with schemes. Why doesn't he just compete fairly? He plenty strong and obviously has a mind of strategy, just though it may be. Never understand him. Putting aside our competition for the moment, I want to express how grateful I am for the opportunity to work together. As I see it, our team possesses distinct advantage. And of course we do. Any team I'm on is bound to succeed. Precisely. We have an advantage in numbers, yes. Our commands had a team of 6 with 2 claimants, Rauja and Bakuja as lackeys. Whereas we have a team of 9, that's 3 more people we can mobilize. That's suitably delegated. It should be a brisk after there to learn their recipe and assemble necessary ingredients. Too easy. Well, we mustn't be overconfident. At least we can make a careless mistake that could have been easily avoided. First order of business should be determining the recipe of Zibrak Bill, or however they pronounce it, then pay attention. We can hardly gather ingredients for a dish we know nothing about. Given the nature of this feast, asking for answers directly may prove less effective than simply observing the daily habits of Zibrak people. Because the once you have seen what clues the villagers have to offer. Alright, so Oh look, colorful spices. So entirely unfamiliar to you and nestled in a basket. That's one called achiote, mostly used to add a bit of color to our most popular cuisine. But its medicinal benefits are significant as well. Alright, so anchovies thingy. The anchovies thingy. We have to cut our nose and head to Mook. This feat is nothing but a fool's errand. You're a fool if you think you want 10-hour hides for later if we're there to return without enough keystones. Besides, we've taken from the house cat before. How difficult could a second time be? We're looking at salt liquor. Mind your own business. Alright, so dipshit Muggy is gonna try stealing again. Noted. No first. Okay. Bright banana peel? What? Usually called banana peel has been neatly arranged on the ground, which appears to be smoking. All it is, I've gonna drop my Najul. I mean, Jatica banana peel. Let me see it. All the steam issuing from my underground oven. There's nothing like enjoying a tasty banana while you use the leaves in your cooking. Alright, so it's gonna be cooked in banana leaves. Fastidious fellow. Oi, fastidious fellow thingy! I should tell you, friend, that dish so delicious is meant to be shared. Alas, we are forbidden from divulging anything. Orders from Muruk himself. But you're mentioning it has given me a fierce craving. Only there's still brew to be had in the market. Alright, so brightly colored bananas. Like underground oven with spices. I can smell that. Sorry, I'm back. What did you discover about the Gibraltar Bill? Due to your prediction, the villages were forbidden from educating us directly. While many were still preparing it as one might a staple dish, and observation of their techniques yielded clues enough. I'll leave behind. Blending local herbs and spices was only too happy to describe the ones I didn't recognize, later confirming nor denying any relation to Gibraltar people. And in particular, she described to all common Gibraltar dishes, achiote, she called it. Let's see if Gibraltar Bill is indeed a dish as ubiquitous as Alpine acclaim we have from our first ingredients. Meanwhile, I did observe a cook burning a bundles wrapped in leaf of Najul or banana. Certain localities would seem that use of subterranean ovens is a commonplace. But the same, I think we all know what's inside those bundles, then don't you? Yep. I'll go with the beef option. I think you are smelling what you wanted to smell. Cattle is uncommon in Yoctoral and unlikely to be an ingredient used in Gibraltar traditional cuisine. Fine. As I would expect it of a dish called Gibraltar, indeed. So to summarize, this dish is one of Figpur's favorite, with a combination of spices that includes soy steamed underground with taju or banana leaves. You know, assess assumptions are correct. We must now learn where and how to procure our ingredients. A staple cuisine, the ingredients would be close at hand, which is why Tancred and I scouted the surrounding forest while you all were exploring the village. In the local vegetation and wildlife, we should have everything we need in regards to meat and spices. Leave it to the master gleaner. With that, we should next divvy up our tasks. While some gather ingredients, others should make ready for the kitchen. I can help in the kitchen. Permit me to assist as well. Our ovens will doubtless require firewood, and I have some experience in the gathering. I too should be glad to volunteer mine aid. Then the rest of us will gather ingredients. I can make quick work of the spices and herbs myself. I've lent someone to a suitable weak brew if they were from the requisite, I'll say. And for Najulis, I believe I'm capable of finding that much on my own. Be warned, you won't find Naju in these parts. They only grow in the Jatika heartland forest far below the trees. Such an excursion may be time consuming. Perhaps you ought to try bartering first. This feat encourages our communication with locals. After all, but I'm a tea archer. If you will accompany me on the errand. Ah well, let's barter. No better way to whet my appetite. Yeah, appetite. Speaking of which. Good, let us be about a task then. Come on, let's go and get those Naju leaves. The sooner we do, the sooner we can eat. Let's see if there are any Naju leaves to have in town. Perhaps the cook range you mentioned might be persuaded to spare a few. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot to do this. Actually, before that, might as well go grab my own cooking. Alright, cheerful cook, what do you got for me? Oh, hello again, did you need something? Yes, leaves. Najola leaves for purpose other than Jibruk. Well, naturally. Fortunately, I just used up my last. You have to travel to the lower forest for more. Well, Magic Grove is the source of the finest Najola leaves you'll find, while variety sometimes seen in city markets can't compare. I see I hope to avoid such a lengthy venture, but there's no other way to obtain our ingredients than the Jatika Hearthland. We shall go. Allow me to save you the trip. Traveling there requires for you to go through Tillimberg Traverse, but it has caved in due to the recent storm, I expect. What? But that means we can't get our Naju leaves. But we can't we? If there are no other way of procuring them, you would have suspended this feat, else alter its objective. Perhaps. Anyways, I apologize for the interruption, but I have overheard your conversation and feel compelled to chime in. That's very kind of you. Any last minute advice you'd be willing to share? Don't take the feed repast while on an empty stomach. You might find it to be delicious but daunting dish to finish. I can't wait. So there are no leaves here, we can't travel for more. How are we supposed to gather all our ingredients? These feats are meant to deepen our understanding of the peoples and the cultures of Triol. Perhaps there is something about Europe that we have yet to learn, something of significance other than its recipe or ingredients. Oh, I see. Like, who was the first to make it? It's history and that sort of thing. If it's Yaktel's history you're interested in, you should start with the Old War. In Zibral and Moja, right? These forests have borne witness centuries of welfare and evidence of which remains a scar upon the earth. To know the end of the bloodshed is no Zibral people. Does steam Igbru have to do with the bloodshed? Precisely the question we must answer. Passing through such a detour may seem... I can think of no other way of approaching this feat. In that case, you may wish to visit the settlement ruined by the war. The village of Elon Ausch. It lies a short distance to the east. Alright, so off to the village then. Village Elon Ausch? Understood. Thank you for your help. Come, let's go and see this place. Alright, let's see. The Valville must be further east. Let us continue with further haste. For all we know, our competitors may be on our heels. What do we have here? So this is the village of Ilast, or what's left of it. It was a place of light and fire and life. My great grandfather called it home, in fact. Oh, hello there! Well, Kevu, I didn't know you were at Yaktel. Now, I was picking up lumber from Ikbrax when I heard that their promise was on her way to a site of deep historical significance. I immediately saw another opportunity to be of service, so I followed you here. Oak Evans is a shipwright who came to our aid during the Feast of Reeds. A pleasure, you remember their promise to threaten you, I presume? For the moment, I suppose. My name is Kwan. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Kwana, now that's a good name of a name. Where have I heard it? Here we go again! Kwana as the second promise to Leola? Oh boy. Keeping it classy, Wukevu. Think I has the Dawn Servants also the somewhat common retainer, so just expect an excuse to take up your gun and... Come on! Oh, come on! Not this again! Take no offense, so please do not dwell on it. Alright then, I shall dwell on it. And right on cue. He's consistent. Yep, he's consistent. I understand you wish to learn about Jibro Blue, where I am forbidden by this brown. I have to divulge any information regarding its preparation. I will be happy to share what I know of Yaktel's history. Would appreciate that. Its most basic sense to the conflict between Jabra and Mamuja was one of land. Mamuja lived in lower forests where the thick canopy obscures the sun and soil, and the soil is unforgiving to crops. Drove covet the upper forest home to Jabra, and they launched the determined campaign to seize it for themselves. Yet advantage ever favors higher ground, and the super forces held the upper hand against the invaders, buffing them time and again. But as the state of the village would attest, the tide eventually turned. What brought this about? Something you know all too well, blessed siblings. You must understand, Mamuja were once people as much at war with themselves they were with others. The Hobigo, Bonewa, and Dopro each sought to assert dominance over the others if they engaged the Zebral in battle. In an effort to strengthen bonds and discourage infighting, Hobigo and Bona leaders arranged a marriage between their children. However, this political measure altered the course of history in ways no one could ever imagined. It was long believed that partners of different clans could not have children together, but then it happened. A child arrived who shared the blood of Hobigo and Bonewa, both, as who headed Mamulja. Blessed with tremendous physical strength and magical prowess, he grew into a mighty warrior, for eventually arising as the first Aotacha, the ruler of all three clans. Such qualities would dispose anyone of leadership, character, or notwithstanding. Under the Aotacha's rule, the newly united Mamuja became a force to be feared, and the war soon came to a head. I think it's best to see the results firsthand. Let us visit another battlefield from that time, and then I shall continue the tale. Alright. Southwest still. Holy! That entire thing is... Was there water there? Alright, talk to me.
This is where most battles were fought between the Shabral and Mamulja.
Oh no,
the
it's
Shobrit
just
Cinder Field.
Like, fitting name.
Field of cinders, indeed. How fierce their clashes must have been.
The war over these lands began after the Yokui's departure some 500 years ago. And for 4 centuries thereafter, the two enemies repaid violence with violence. A constant stream of minor skirmishes, punctuated by massive slaughter.
Until Father ended their endless conflict 80 years ago.
Accompanied by a retinue of only 6, the Dawn Servant opposed both armies and brought the fighting to a standstill.
First they sealed Valley Armanda at full strength, and now this.
It was during this armistice that both sides gathered for negotiations at the Dawn Servant's behest.
Can you believe it? There's more to it, right? Well, let's see who was spying on us. Or is this about the story?
For too long, you have been bound by your ancestors' violent legacy. It is past time you broke free of it.
Tell that to the Scale Scum! We fight to protect what is rightfully ours! If not for their greed, we'd be living in peace!
Buff your tails and scurry off, then! Cowards like you ill deserve the bounty of this forest. Even should one of you succeed in vanquishing the other, your triumph will last only until a new invader arrives. Tell me, do you know of the vast continent that lies far to the east, where numerous nations vie for dominance?
Ooh. No, they didn't.
You do not. And why should you? Affairs beyond the salt we have no intention to cross are of no consequence to us. Not until those affairs come to Tural, like our honored visitor here.
Yep.
He's from across the ocean.
I've been to the ocean before, and it's nothing but water farther than the eye can see. What sort of vessel could possibly reach its end? That such technology exists is indisputable, as is foreign powers' awareness of Tural. If any such country were to develop a taste for Turali soil, bring to bear the might of innovations we can only imagine. What do you suppose happens then? You do not know the warlords of the East, but you know that if they came, they would not settle for a single forest. By joining hands, we might create a unified front, an alliance capable of repelling them or any other foe. There is no greater proof of these than my companions and I. Alone we are weak, but together we triumphed over Valigarmanda.
Who is she? 80 years ago, she should be alive.
You defeated the Sky Ruin? I'd take you for a liar if the sting of our own defeat wasn't still fresh.
Their coordination was indeed impressive. How the Belu stymied our efforts to cripple the Yokui's legs and defend our ballistas. And when we withdrew to strike again from a distance, the Hanu called the winds to make our arrows miss their marks. In seeking to exploit their weaknesses, we only subjected ourselves to their strengths.
This smile. It's smile, you're right.
Are born of cooperation. The guiding principle of the nation we envision.
But our feud has lasted for centuries. How do you expect us to join hands now?
Ha ha! Give us an evening to convince you.
Hell yeah, brother. What are the odds of that being the VR?
And so began that legendary banquet.
Here we go.
One would not expect sworn enemies to abruptly drink to each other's health, and, indeed, a tense silence hung over the venue. But then, the dawn servant called for the exchange of traditional cuisine. So it was that the Mamulja partook of spiced meat, and the Chebral steamed najul. Before long, delight manifested upon the faces of those present, each side impressed by the other's dish. Seeing this, the dawn servant laughed and declared one their
their favors, he said, would be even better combined, and proceed to help with them prepare a new
a marriage of
creation.
Chebral and Mamulja cultures, and proof of their newfound cooperation. The dawn servant had asked for a single evening, but the feasting is said to have lasted 3 days and 3 nights. So delicious was their repast. In the end, a peace accord was reached, and the dawn servant's words at that time still illuminate our way forward.
Ignorance begets a strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Sorry. It's just to think that he ended an age-old conflict with food. It's all so absurd. It's somehow so very papa, I couldn't help but laugh.
Yep.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Now then, I trust you understand the significance of Shibruk Pibil and the history it has written.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing the story with us. What's wrong?
Got somebody following us.
Someone was there, you say?
Perhaps our competition is cooking up some scheme or another.
Something bitter and half-baked, no doubt.
Alright. Papa really did live up to his words. He traveled the land and learned about our people's myriad cultures. We're doing the same now. Nah. Wait. What? Bananas still weigh heavily on Quana's mind. Wukevu has given us valuable insight on the origins of PBL. However, we're not close to procuring the necessary Naju leaves unless... Tell me, was the historic feast commemoration in some fashion with a monument, or, for instance? It was. Allow me to show you. Alright, let's go there. Here it is. Offered up by the two factions, these weapons symbolized the vow that they would never raise arms against each other. Since this feast demands a journey through history, I thought it's only logical that a moment like this might steer us through. Especially one at the heart of so significant a battlefield. Lamati, Archer, would you help me research the area for clues? Tell me if anything catches your eye. Sure thing. Now here, this house has been recently overturned. Oh, someone buried a box. Alright. Well, I would have been satisfied to find only a hint, but here they are, fresh statue leaves. Rung's doing, I'd wager there is a poetry hiding them on this battlefield, and that was central to the war they helped end. So he planned all of this from the start. Thank you then, we wouldn't have found these leaves without your help. It was an honor to render assistance. And with apologies to present company, allow me to offer my encouragement as well, third promise. Ever since I witnessed your performance in the feat of Reeves, I have been certain that you are the claimant most worthy of leading our nation. All devised solutions to Hanu's ailing crops. But you alone sought to know their culture and revive Ihihana, even if it seems unrelated to the task. My humble opinion, no one cares for more of the people in Tuliyola and what they hold dear. She again acquired a historical musings of an old shipwright. I'm ever at your service. For now, I take my leave. I cannot argue that. Wait, what? Admittance? We have what we need. Let us return to Ixba. How? How did everyone fare? We got an agile leaves. Evu came along and helped us find them. Okivo was here. I would like to say hello. Yes, he gave us an important history lesson. That Gulu Jaja brought an end to centuries of warfare surprised me a little, but to achieve set peace through cuisine is something else entirely. Leave it to my old man to find an honest solution, but how about the rest of you? Is our kitchen ready? Everything should be in order. Rianji and I made another tour of the village and borrowed the cooking utensils we need, with no mention of what we need them for, of course. And I am pleased to report that we are stocked with the finest firewood this forest has had on offer. Spoken like a true expert. Ellen and I found our Ibrook, so we should have meat aplenty. Was spirited creature, so much so that the hunter fell down a cenote trying to catch it. What part of never speak of this to anyone did you not understand? Adorable. Picked a good portion of local herbs. Particular attention to the seasoned yellow archdote, so I'm told the resident diligent divined and appropriate measurements for the seasoning as well. Aye. So, further inquiry, I did determine the ideal balance of spices. Always. Oh boy, pretty bad, Joe. You never cease to surprise. For good or bad. And all that remains is to prepare the dish itself. I presume that at least one among us is verified in the culinary arts. I hardly claim professional skill, but I have cooked for myself and I can leave the rest to me. And you, I hope, as I recall, you're an accomplished culinarian. How did you know that? Oh, my mouth is watering already. Let's cook up a shit show. Not further delay then. Oh, please tell me I get to whip out the old man villain. Ooh, light race.
Oh, it smells so good.
There is still time. I shall prepare our sample at once.
At first, I wasn't sure about being stuck with the one head. But better that than playing nanny to the mewling house cat.
Be quiet, Bakul Jaja. No one cares what you think.
Huh. Act tough all you like. Victory.
No, nope.
It's ready. Apologies for the wait. We submit to you our Shibruk Pibil.
This looks amazing!
The dish is prepared by using the culinary techniques of the Mamulja to cook the spiced meats favored by the Jabral. It is a symbol of peace between their two peoples after centuries of war.
Both the ingredients and your methods appear to have been correct. Now then. In taste, texture, and aroma, you have recreated Shibruk Pibil admirably.
It's like the shrews just
anyone
kicked
might
in.
well achieve similar results by following the recipe to the letter. But you went a step further. You sought to learn the cultural significance of the dish, about Yoktel's history of violence and your father's role in ending it. Your willingness to take lessons from the past befits aspiring Dawn servants. And for that, I commend you. All that remains is to partake of your creation. True understanding is gained only through experience.
Alright.
Now this is something I'm definitely good at.
Let's go.
I believe we have yet to receive our assessment. Ours is also a faithful example of Shibruk Pibil, as you will no doubt agree.
I see.
All right, this is look that.
While your effort looks the part, unlike the second and third promises dish, it lacks its defining aroma.
Get wrecked!
Preposterous! The meat was marinated and spiced before being steamed in an earthen oven. This is Shibruk Pibil.
Oh? And what about the Jatika banana leaf?
It's because of you that we couldn't get any damn leaves! You can't fault us!
But the second and third promises had no such difficulty, did they?
Get
That which
wrecked.
they needed, they acquired simply by showing interest in our history and heritage.
Ugh, it's just some crusty old leaf. What difference could it make?
Your dish lacks an essential ingredient. As you have failed to demonstrate an adequate understanding of Shibruk Pibil, I must deem your performance unsatisfactory.
Get wrecked.
Your team will not receive keystones.
This was stupid anyway.
Okay.
His ambition only grows more intense. That someone could harbor such dark thoughts towards family.
Jesus.
What do I care for this sham of a feat? I can always take what I need later.
This is delicious! The brook is so tender it melts in your mouth, and the way the najou leaf rounds out these spices is sublime. This is the taste of harmony. Someone who only knows brute force and deception could never appreciate it.
Choke on your harmony.
I wanna cleave this guy in twin.
Come, come. Finish your meal. That too is part of the feat.
Don't have to tell me twice. Ah, that was bliss. You've got real culinary talent. If you ever tire of adventuring, you can always be my personal chef.
Hard pass.
It was palatable enough, I suppose.
Just be honest for once, you freaking cat.
To you, who have successfully performed the feat of repast, I present these keystones.
Only 1 feet left.
Well, I should get going then. I'm glad that I wasn't paired with one of the others.
Oh, come on,
We can
it's
do better
sorry.
than that, surely.
Imagine if Tancred is roasting you and Rianji is laughing at it. How bad this looks. Come on, just admit it.
The 6th keystone is ours. Thanks for all your help, everyone. I forgot something important. Was there any shipwreck people left? I could really use another helping.
Alright. On the final feat remains, and after this, I hardly know what to expect. Ah, that was so good. I'm already looking forward to having shipwreck people again here, Archer. I'll make more using leftover ingredients. You'll love it. I'm thinking of buying more for the roll myself. Thinking to buy. Now that the feast is over, the village should be free to offer it to us, right? Alright, I'm gonna... Alright. Alright, let's put this here. I'm gonna shove it in the house. Seeing as we now face the penultimate objective, the rite would be wise to travel to Mamuk and undertake the feat of Brotherhood without delay. Wise yet but impossible. The to Limbeck Traverse, which connects the upper forest to the Jakter Tika heartland, is still impassable. Is there no other route? I'm afraid not. Work to clear the paths in the way, though, so I'm hopeful we can resume our journey soon. Let's each use this time as we see fit. Ah, I forgot. I would like to explore the village's surroundings. If Arenville would oblige me for a tour, very well. I have no other engagements. And I will come with you, if only to prove that I am capable of keeping my footing. Ah, kids. Though I shouldn't rejoice in our delay, does afford me opportunity to look into my grandfather's purpose to visit Yaktel. Oh, that's right. Mablu did say something about a foreign mage coming through here decades back, didn't she? I'll come with you. Wanna join us, Archer? Well, sure, not. Why not? Let's reconvene here after our respective diversions. As I recall, a merchant met my grandfather at a market in Yaktel some 20 years ago. Any who might remember him must therefore be at least middle-aged. Let us make inquiries where we can. A foreign mage 20 years ago? Yes, I remember him. It's not often we get visitors from across the salt, let alone those traveling with infants. Baby girl, as I recall. We saw him passing mind. If anyone were to know more, I'd wager it would be Hanmuruk. He was already Jabrar axed in. Baby girl, it couldn't have been. Thank you, sir. That information is very helpful. Okay. Hello again, do you require assistance? A foreign mage passed through Igbrax roughly 20 years ago, possibly carrying your own child. Do you remember him? Why ask me this? Who is this man to you? He may have been my grandfather. I wish to know what brought him here. Your grandfather? Not by blood, but he is family nonetheless. For a mage did indeed visit Igbrax's master Galuf. So far as his identity is concerned, I trust you are satisfied. More than that, however, I cannot say. Why not? I simply cannot. I beg your forgiveness and understanding. Very well, I will not press. Thank you for confirming his presence here. The rest I will discover myself. Out of more general curiosity, I have another question. They said that Yoku once dwelled in these forests. Where was that exactly? General curiosity indeed, but yes, before they withdrew to Urgopacha some 5 centuries ago, Yoku claimed Yaktel as their own, and the agricultural remains can be found in the lower forest, the Geotic Heartland. And that's where they must have had been visions. Thank you, that answered much more. I understand what it means to long for one's family, so believe me when I say that though my position forbids me from meeting you further, I wish you nothing but success. I'll be in the third promise, find the golden city, you will surely find the answer to the questions. Speaking of which, I have a question of my very own for you, Archer. I request a moment of your company. Alright. Go on, we'll wait for you. Alright. Thank you for obliging me. First, let's head to this synod behind the village. Alright. It was my intention to see you off without saying anything, but Mr. Crowley has softened my resolve. As the leader of our community, I'm glad to see that the third promise has surrounded herself with such compassion and trustworthy companions. Could you tell me of her journey thus far? Well, alright. Is that so? It seems that it has been a source of great learning and growth for Woklamat. That's her father, ain't it? It does me well to hear that. My daughter will be about her age. Girls are readily born among the Sprout, so when she arrived, the village was elated. Such joy I felt when I first held her, and pain when I found her at the bottom of a synod. 3 years ago, an accident, it was said, but I knew better. She had been pushed. Though we never caught them, my spectre figure was seen fleeing towards Jatika Heartland, towards Mamuk. Once bitter enemies, the Momo Janjbra had learned to live in peace, but who would doubt the intent of such a reprehensible act? By directing the child who would one day lead her people, criminals sought to undermine the future of Jabral. I was determined to not let them succeed, and so I let the memory of my daughter die in that synod. gave her into the care of one person I knew who could protect her. Yep. Don't servant go Lul Jaja. Well, not exactly surprising. While she was born to lead Gibraltar, fate had greater plans for Ulklamat. Only the Dawn Servant and I know the truth, but I must now take you into my confidence for one reason. The villain who attempted to murder my daughter was indeed the Mook. The rancor towards Gibraltar still burns. Was caught off guard once, I'll not suffer the same tragedy again. I mean, didn't I call it? And so, I ask you, not as Dawn Servant's lector, but as a father, to watch over the third promise. Defend them from our enemies that may be lurking in the shadows. Will you do this for me? Oh, please. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. Will you hear my question asked me plainly? Address me not as ruler of Triora, but as concerned father. Suffice to say, this conversation must remain between us. Pray, breathe not a word of this to anyone. Yep. Alright, any new quests? Nope. What are the odds of them? The call pass has rendered me emotional. For a moment to compose myself, but please do not keep the promise waiting. Now, upon speaking of Ulklamat, several cutscenes playing subsequence, recommended to set aside. Alright. Well, I'm 3 levels below, Adam levels below that. You're back, so what did Hamuruk want? Ah, come on, you could do paint better than that. It's alright, you don't have to say. More importantly, the back traverse still isn't cleared yet. Something about even more rocks. And I think I'll take the opportunity to rest. All that cooking and preparing for it has worn me out. And that does sound tempting. A moment, promise. You want bulge jazz? What do you want? I can't fetch you. You're welcome to refuse, but know that it will be most unwise. And why is that? I'm sure your salted friend has an idea. What do you think? And they say house cats don't come when called. Follow me, promise. Alright, I'm gonna have to behead one of the 2 heads, I hope.
What is the meaning of this? And just how far do you plan on taking us? joke! Bakult Jaja, you snake! If you want my keystone so badly, you'll deal with me and me alone. Leave the Elector out of this.
Is that all you think he is? Foolish kitty! This man is the reason we are here. Take a good look at him. Go on, look. Surely you recognize your real father.
Don't believe us? Then ask your trusted Sellsworth. He heard it straight from the old man's mouth.
Okay.
Is it true? Is Humuruk my... Your silence says it all.
Yep.
Now that you understand the situation, let's see those keystones. I'll even let you fight for them. Just you and me. If that adventurer attempts to interfere, I'll kill the old man myself!
You kill him. I'ma cleave this continent in twin with you in it. Okay. She's pissed.
Kinsman or no, I won't stand for you taking hostages. Come on then. You wanna fight? I'll give you a fight.
Oh, such heroic caterwauling promise. I'm shaking. Guard our hostage well. We wouldn't want to attempt any thoughts of rescue. By the by, house cat, they've been instructed to put down Papa Dearest when you lose. Hopefully he settled his affairs.
Don't worry. I'm not losing to the likes of him. Well, what are you waiting for, you blessed bastards? It's 2 against 1. Don't tell me you're scared.
Now that's the cockiness of a warrior.
I know I didn't hear you right.
Don't worry, the scary adventure ain't gonna try anything funny.
Foreign scum! Who are you?
Ah, yeah!
Kill him!
Well, that was easy.
Don't look away, son. I want you to watch as I tear your beloved promise to shreds!
Hey, eyes on me. The house cat, remember? I'll say it again. I'm not losing to the likes of you. I'm going to become Dawn's servant, and I will protect my people.
Wait, I'm gonna be playing as Wuklamat? Okay. In this battle, we'll be playing as Wuklamat. Yes, figured as much. To skillful combat, Wuklamat will gain the results she needs to unleash powerful limit breaks. Only these attacks deal great damage, but they will recover HP. Use them early and often. So, dump everything on 2 heads. Alright, got it.
You mangy housecut, so I can rip you to pieces.
Holy shit! Wait, what?
I'll cut you to shreds.
All right.
My magic should be more than enough for Miss Mittens.
I'll make you eat dirt.
All right.
No more tricks, Bakulchaja. We're settling this here and now.
All right. I think I get what I need to do here. Of course it's gonna be on normal. What are you talking about? All right, I've already seen this, so. Well. Yes, I'm already aware of it. Let's get this ball rolling because I feel humiliated. I want to break his back.
So I can rip you to pieces.
All right, so that's a heal.
I'll cut you to shreds.
What's the matter?
My magic should be more than enough for Miss Mittens.
I'll make you eat dirt.
No more tricks, Bakulchaja. We're settling this here and now.
Still playing the part of the brave warrior?
Miss Mittens is no longer abusing me, brother.
This rite has taught me so much. About my nation, my people, and myself.
That's how a warrior does things. All right.
What? Can't keep up.
Oh shit. Okay. Ah shit.
How do you like this? Here, kitty.
Well, that was easy to figure out.
Understand what it means to live in peace.
Let's go, let me break his ass.
Each day in safety and happiness.
Irritated pest.
It's time we finished her, brother.
This is the end for you, kitty.
This should have been on cooldown or something.
Know your place.
It's not enough to claim the title of Dawn's servant. I must carry on Papa's legacy, his love for our people.
I'll grind you beneath my heel! Flea-ridden upstart! Why won't you die?
Yes.
Fine! I'll show you the true power of the Blessed!
Alright. And I'll show the literal fury about the raged
I will
warrior.
be the next Dawn servant, and I'll protect my people's happiness to the last.
That's what we call a warrior limit break.
There's no way I'll ever lose to the light of you.
What? But that was everything I had!
Then you're lacking, bitch.
I can't stand it anymore! Attack!
Oh, this makes sense now.
This is our fight! Stay out of it! You bring shame upon us.
You think we care about your stupid pride? This is for Mamuk! We cannot lose!
Oh, the great Bakul Jaja needs help, I see. Send your whole army. You still won't win. I will prove that my allies are right to believe in me.
What's the matter? The Rage Warrior Syndrome.
Such confidence! What changed? She wasn't like this before!
And you're gonna have Dawn's conviction, bitch. Get wrecked.
I reclaim what you stole.
No. How can this be? How could that puny house cat beat all of us?
It's called warrior balance.
You've caused nothing but trouble with your dirty tricks. Threatening the Hanu Hanu, releasing Valley Armanda, harassing me is one thing. but you've endangered too many innocents. No more, Bakul Jaja. I will not stand for it. If you even think of tormenting my people again, you will answer to me.
That's the spirit.
No. No.
All right.
And he goes and forgets he had the way blocked.
What? That was his doing?
Ugh.
The only part left in the saga is the Lay of the Brotherhood in Mamuk. The plan was to force you here so we could take the rest of your keystones.
So that's what he was up to. But, should you be telling us this?
Yeah. All right.
What does it matter? You've beaten us. It's over. We'll release the hostage.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I was careless.
Are you alright? So what Bakul Jaja said about you and me...
But to single-handedly defeat Bakul Jaja, you truly are the Dawn Servant's daughter. It has been my honor to bear witness to your journey. Promise.
Promise. Yes. That's what I am. I'm Kulul Jaja's daughter, and Tulihyolal's next Dawn Servant.
Alright. Yeah. This is... okay. Seems you were last return. I'm glad we made it back safely. Thanks for having faith in me. Keeping out of the fight, even when it got dirty, couldn't have been easy for ya. Bukuji, I won't be the last person threatened as I care about. I want to prove to myself that I can stand up to such villains even when I stand alone. Which isn't to say I would ask for your help when I need it, of course. I know better than that now. But what was that vision? A lot of broken jars? Earlier in the second Promises camp?
The passage to Mamuk remains blocked. For now, all we can do is try to rest and recover. Perhaps with a meal, as my sister would no doubt suggest. Shall we borrow the kitchens and prepare some Shibruk Bibil?
So thou hast taken a liking to the dish. As we learn to appreciate the unfamiliar, 'tis only natural that we develop new affinities. There is no shame in this.
But there is in ignorance. I had barely considered what the people of Tuli Yolal hold dear. What hopes they harbor for the future. Our nation is built upon the bonds that Father forged during his journey across Tural. But so single-minded have I been in my advocacy of foreign innovations that I fail to understand my own people.
Yeah.
Could someone who struggles to connect with the populace ever make a worthy Dawn servant?
To understand and connect with people is by no means easy. But there is something you can do to pave the way. Let them see you for who you really are. What makes you laugh and cry and rage. That sort of honesty is the first step towards mutual understanding and connection.
Understanding begets fellowship, as my father said. And yet, what you suggest does not come naturally to me.
Yeah.
I, too, have found it difficult to speak from the heart. In thy struggles, I see mine own, painful in their familiarity. Yet frightening though it may feel, if we are to move forward, we must indeed take that first step. Dispense with pretense, and simply be.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you first approached us, and we asked you why you wanted to become Dawn Servant? You said you wished to use the knowledge you acquired in Sharlayan for your country, and in doing so repay your father for the opportunities he afforded you. What won me over was not your ambition, but your motivation. So let your people know this, and in time, they'll come to support you as we do. You can't hide behind that stoicism forever.
Very well then. I will make a greater effort to be myself. By not being my usual self so much.
Alright, let's see. Which not first, so you know what? Let's go blow up the rocks, I say. We're done here. So what's the state of Tuliana Traverse? Still being cleared, I assume. And Rook said he would notify as soon as it was done. Perhaps now would be a good time to consider how we might reclaim Wuklamat's stolen keystone. Next feed will be our last, after all. Oh, I already got it back. Like for a what? What? When? Not to mention how. This is Bakulcha we're talking about. She beating the living shit out of him. So I taught him a lesson and took my keystone back. You best Bakulcha in single combat, bravo! Hey, what can I say? I had good friends to encourage me and cheer me on. There you are. Our excavators have contacted me with news of their success. The traverse is now safe to travel. Then we finally can make for a Mamuk. Come to think of it, isn't it Babul Jaja's home? We can only hope President don't share his winning personality. If it is indeed a city where Captain Ram first met the Dawn Servant, surely some civility awaits us. Will not be so certain. It's through the Dawn Servant see Captain Ram in Mamuk and was instrumental in establishing a friendly relation between Gibraltar and Mamuja. But since that time, most of Mamuja who support this peace have left the city in favor of abiding in the capital. What remains is a cloister of Mamuk, and while their traditions do not take up, these traditionalists do not take up arms against us, neither do they bear grieved love for outsiders. Whatever they are like, the people of Mamuk are also to the Otni. If I am to be Dawn Servant, it's my job to know them first of all. Well, we'll be on our way then. I'm glad I could learn about where I came from and eat so much people besides. Thank you for everything, Hurug. Till next time, take care. First, make our way across the Jobrick cinder fields due southeast. How you have grown instead. Alright, let's go in! Traverse will bring us straight into the Jatika heartland. Remember how you insisted this forest is green? Wait, why? Cryo! This path is quite steep, isn't it? Let's take our time and descend. You fucking idiot! Alphino, you ass! I spoke with one of the excavators on my way down. Apparently Pakuchija cleared away the one fallen tree main by battling through it. That Uklamat single-handedly defeating someone possessing such a physical bite is nothing short of remarkable. Still, we ought to proceed with caution. There is no telling what this wooden pride might compel him to attempt. Hey. Arenval said that traverse was dug to facilitating incursions into the forest above it. Tensions notwithstanding, you have to manage the dedication. Holy shit. Alluring, isn't it? In more ways than one. Take my paring stone and hold it close to the glowing rock. What would that do, mate? Developing stone in the soft glow that affixed itself to the boulder with surprising force. Pairing stones are natural magnets, and that's a meteorite filled with iron, one of the many remnants of ancient meteor shower. The heterogeneous ether they emit causes the surrounding flora to grow unique hues, as you can see. So these glowing boulders came plummeting down from the heavens. Vitral, be merciful. There you are. Blue, it's all blue. Far cry from your upper forest, indeed. This place is already so fascinating. I'm eager to hear what the people of Mamuk can tell us about it. Keep running, we're almost there. This is also my first time visiting Mamuk, so I have no experience interacting with the locals. Given Rook's parting words, I would advise a cautious approach. City of Silence, finally, and Mamuk was here to make progress. Well, we all know what comes next. Let's find that Electra. Two streets seem to converge upon this plaza, so propose to split up numbers between them. Given Rook's guidance, I would suggest we err on the side of caution and move through the city in pairs. Rafael can come with me, and Alce can go with Kryl. That leaves Archer to accompany Wokomat. If these agreements are to everyone's satisfaction, then may our respective researches prove fruitful. Excusez-moi! Your words may as well be ambient noise for the care the citizen pays to you. Oh, I can't! Please tell me you've had better luck. Nope. Won't talk to you either. Spread harsh stares, harsh words, but it's something else. That building there looks like a shop, doesn't it? Let's go and take a look. A merchant won't ignore us, surely. Well, there, would like to ask something if you don't mind. Move along, outsider. We're just trying to find someone. The Dawn Servant's Lector. Could you tell us where they are? Oh, great. This whole thing is gonna be an ignore, right? How are we supposed to find a lector if nobody's even speak to us? Everyone can hear me? Come to the massive stone structure on the west side of the city as quickly as you can.
Up there.
All right.
Bested by a mere shade.
What?
Sororja? Papa?
Not as you know him. What you see is an arcane manifestation of the Dawn Servant as he was in his prime.
Whoa.
The channeler is Irelja, Autarch of Mamuk and Elector for the feet of the Brotherhood.
Tuliyolal's mightiest warrior, yet wisest you are not. You who spurned your retainer's shade when battling your betters.
Ooh.
To prove oneself superior to blessed siblings by surpassing the shade of Galul Jar Jar himself. That is the final feat.
All right,
The first
noted.
promise fought alone and fell short, but that is now the least of his concerns.
You could have let your foolishness end with your failure. But instead, you attempted to harm an anointed elector. Soralja, as of this moment, you are no longer acclaimed. I disqualify you from the right of succession. Be gone from my sight.
All right, what do you tell him?
This isn't over yet. I will be the one to reach the Golden City.
Yeah, this guy's up to something. The way this guy also moves right now.
When Soralja was defeated, he tried to take the keystone by force. But he was thwarted by Father Shade.
My dearest child, welcome home. This feat was made for you. Only blessed siblings could hope to defeat Gulul Jaja. But ere we begin, I would see the fruits of your triumphs. Come, show me your tablets. What is this? Where are your keystones? Explain yourself, boy! No matter. Not all can be expected to go to plan. What keystones you lack, You can easily take.
I tried. But I couldn't. I cannot beat her.
You mean to tell me that you, glory of Mamuk, for whom all here have sacrificed, were defeated by your inferiors?
Wait, oh, okay.
You are as useless as your siblings. A failure. Leave and never return! You have no place here!
Let's go, brother.
Worthless! Pathetic! This was our chance to claim sovereignty, and he ruins it! But when these stragglers fail, Gulul Jaja will be forced to extend his rule. And in the next rite of succession, we will present a better claimant. So come, stand before me, and fall.
Okay.
I won't do your trial.
Oh? You intend to forfeit the right?
Papa wants his successor to intimately understand the country he loves. Every step of my journey, I've learned something about our peoples and their cultures. I would do the same here in Mamuk. The Mamulja deserve nothing less, so your battle can wait.
I'm of the same mind. Father named you an elector for a reason. There must be something that he would have us learn.
Do as you will. But until you triumph over the Shade, you shall proceed no further.
Promise. I would speak with you. Meet me on the western outskirts.
All right.